South Korea is a great place to start a business with a strong economy and a growing startup scene. However, there are a few things you need to know before you get started. Let's check them out. South Korea is located in the southern part of the Korean peninsula in Northeast Asia. It neighbors North Korea to the north, Japan to the east across the sea, and China to the west across the sea. South Korea is not a country rich in natural resources. Even mineral resources are not that sufficient, despite the fact that 2/3 of the country is covered with mountains. As a result, South Korea is heavily dependent on imports of raw materials. South Korea is located in the temperate climate zone. It has 4 distinct seasons with hot and humid summers and cold and dry winters. The rainy season is from June to July, lasting about 30 days. As of 2022, the population of South Korea is about 52 million, and the population density is about 500 people per square kilometer, which is the highest among the OECD countries. Half of the population is concentrated in the Seoul metropolitan area, followed by Gyeongsang region with about 13 million people. Today, the country is facing a rapid decline in its working age population due to its low birth rate, and that's causing a major change in the country. As a country with a high population density, traffic congestion is a major problem. However, the public transportation system, such as buses and subways, is well developed. In Seoul, there are many bus-only lanes, and the subway is a great option for getting around on time. The largest international airport in South Korea is Incheon Airport, which is accessible by subway or limousine bus from Seoul. As of 2023, the airport has been rated the 4th best airport in the world by Skytrax. Busan Port is the 6th busiest international port in the world, and it is also located near the areas where the country's major industrial complexes are concentrated. The official language of South Korea is Korean. It is a language with a unique structure and complex grammar, so it can be difficult for foreigners to learn. However, it is really easy to learn the basic Korean alphabet. For example, the Korean consonant ni은 combined with the vowel a makes the sound na. Adding the ni은 consonants on the bottom makes the sound nan. In just a few seconds, you have learned how to read and write na and nan. In general, Koreans can understand simple English, but they may not be fluent. However, there are many people in South Korea who are fluent in English. Young people are more likely to be able to speak English. According to the World Bank statistics for 2021, the service sector accounts for 57% of South Korea's GDP. The main service industries include retail, food and accommodation, finance and insurance, information and communications, and education services. The manufacturing sector accounts for 25% of South Korea's GDP, which is a relatively high level among OECD countries. The main manufacturing industries in South Korea include semiconductors, automobiles, shipbuilding, electronics, and steel. These industries are all highly competitive in the global market. Corporate culture in South Korea varies from company to company, but in general, it is characterized by a strong collectivist nature, conservative dress code, working overtime often, strict hierarchy, and use of titles instead of names. For an employer, it is much more difficult to fire employees in South Korea than in the United States. Employees must be given at least 30 days notice and a legitimate reason for termination. Otherwise, the employer may be sued for wrongful termination. This is why Korean companies are very careful when hiring employees, and it is one of the reasons why it is very difficult for job seekers to get jobs. Businesses in South Korea are broadly divided into sole proprietorships and legal entities, most of which are corporations. A sole proprietorship is a business owned by one person. It is easier to set up, but it can be difficult to raise capital, and the owner is personally liable for the debts of the business. A corporation is a business owned by shareholders. It is more complex to set up and operate, but it offers limited liability to the owners. Sole proprietorships can be converted to corporations at any time, but corporations cannot be converted to sole proprietorships. The tax rates for sole proprietorships and corporations are significantly different. Sole proprietorships are taxed at the individual income tax rate, which is currently 6% to 45%. Corporations, on the other hand, are taxed at 9% to 24%. If taxable income is less than 14 million won, then sole proprietorships are generally more tax efficient than corporations. However, if taxable income exceeds 14 million won, then corporations are generally more tax efficient. The South Korean government offers a variety of programs to support startups, especially in the manufacturing, IT, and content industries. There are so many different programs out there, so if you would like to know more, please contact us. We'd be pleased to provide you an assistance in establishing and managing startups in South Korea. Starting a business in South Korea can be a great way to achieve your entrepreneurial dreams. However, it's important to do your research and to be prepared for the cultural and business challenges that you will face. If you're serious about starting a business in South Korea, we recommend that you consult with a professional business advisor like us. They can help you to navigate the process and to ensure that you are compliant with all the applicable laws and regulations. We hope this information is helpful. Thank you.